It's 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in Samos right now. I've just got up. Today I have a meeting to discuss what I'll do, what I'll take on from the other coordinator who's leaving. Then I'll be meeting my students in this unaccompanied minor shelter for the first time. And after that, I'll be going on supply distribution shift. So yesterday was pretty much a typical day that I'll probably have in the future. I spent the usual 5 hours in the camp. The 5 hours feels like 10 pretty easily, and there's a weight to it that I have not experienced before in work. And this was still not a pretty good day. I get to play, basically do the activity shift, which is essentially get kids away from their parents so they can hang out and not be like just having to deal with their kids a little bit and keep the kids calm. So we did coloring. I made bubble solution. Problem with bubble solution is if you have 10 kids who want to play bubble solution at the same time, makes kind of a problem. And then we made paper airplanes. And paper airplanes are dope and cool. I love them, but wow, when a paper airplane flies on top of a shipping container that we're working out of, and then the kids climb on the shipping container, then that is a little bit of a problem. And then after that, hand out supplies. One policy that we were doing yesterday, which is kind of new, was asking people to show their police papers alongside their the medical passport. So what that means is I was saying like, papers please, which is like the last thing I want to be asking, and it's very awkward when they're like, I just walked like all the way from the other side of the camp just to get some diapers and you're telling me you need police papers. This is new. Why didn't I hear about this policy? Like, there's not like email where we're using for this. So the reason we're doing the papers please thing is basically because families leave the island, people leave, they're able to get like, asylum somewhere, they're able to get a place to live somewhere, or they just leave, period, smuggle or somehow, and then their papers get like kind of redistributed in the camp, and so it just messes up like the supply distribution, which sucks. It's a really like hard part of the job, and it basically means you have to like be a little bit suspicious at occasional times, just to make sure people aren't taking more goods than they're entitled to, because there's not enough to go around anyway. And so yeah, the papers please day was a little, it could have been worse. You only have to ask once, which is nice. I had this one. Playing with the kids was fun. Largely speaking, a lot of them, are able to have some kind of keep their youthful energy, which is kind of nice, but there are some that are clearly not able. They've just been there too long. It's not a good place for kids to be, as you might imagine. Besides that, there's a couple of kids I'm basically just watching because I'm a little bit like I can see there's some signs of instability, and so we have a system to refer them out if they need a little bit more attention. So you just kind of watch and you see, and you get to know them, and they're like really friendly, and they like come and grab you and everything. Everyone says my friend, my friend, my friend. They're always saying that, which is like kind of hilarious. But you get like it's a little bit rote after a while. So, but that's just what they say because they want to get your attention. They want to show you that they can like jump off a bench and blow bubbles with it at the same time, or how good their paper airplane design is and how good the detailing is. And so it's kind of a mix between like levity and then like just trying to avoid the crushingness of the whole thing. I've been thinking about it like I keep the whole thing in soft focus rather than like sharp focus, because sharp focus would mean like looking at someone, what's going on physically, and then what's going on situationally for them, and that's a lot to take in. There was a Syrian family that came to me, big family, and I went through their papers, and I saw like 3 of the kids were born in Aleppo, and then 1 kid was born in another city, and I'm like, they were probably on the run, given the time frame here, and the kind of things those kids have seen just like stopped me in my tracks, to be honest. I just didn't really understand like what Yeah, I couldn't react to it. I just basically gave them diapers and baby cream and shampoo, because this is like what I can do right now for them. Today, we'll see how the teaching goes. I mean, at least that's one thing that is a little bit more lasting than just these small acts of kindness and giving.